nare-resolba pa dahil yung arbitration naman sa panig ng Pilipinas at China ay nagbigaw linaw lamang sa mga issues na may kinalaman sa karagatan ay hindi kabuuan ng relasyon ng Pilipinas at ng China. So dapat isulong ang mga bagay-bagay na maisusulong sa ngayon gaya ng kalakalan at pangangalakal at turismo at isang tabi at patuloy na pag-usapan ang hidwa sa pinag-aagawan na isla. Now, nung bago po ang Presidente Marcos, panalo na siya pero bago siya manumpa, sinabi rin niya ng China ang pinaka-importanting kaalyado ng Pilipinas dahil nais po nating makinabang dun sa bagong yaman ng China. Pero nabago nga po ang kanyang lengguwahe matapos siya makapunta sa New York at ang tingin ko po kasi dahil nagkaroon nga ng negosasyon sa panig ng Marcos Jr. at ng State Department tungkol sa kanyang mga tagong yaman, tagong nakaw na yaman sa Amerika. So ngayon, ang pulisiya po niya ay dinidiktahan ng kanyang personal na interes na mabawi yung kanyang nakaw na yaman sa Amerika. At kaya nga po, walang hugis kung ano yung pulisiya niya ngayon sa China. Ang bastang inaasahan niya, tutulong ang Amerika kapag inatake ang Pilipinas. At ngayon naman, ang nais pa niya mangyari, magkaroon ng United Front sa panig ng Amerika, Japan, Australia, at iba pang mga bansa laban sa China. Pero hindi po ako naniniwala na mga Hapon ay nais makipaggera sa China. Sa totoo lang po, ang mga Hapon ay talagang natuto na sa kasaysayan at ayaw na nang gumamit ng dahas para lutasin ang mga sigalot sa ating mga kapit na mga karatig bansa. Kaya naniniwala po ako na ang Pilipinas dapat gumaya rin sa mga Hapon na pinag-uusapan ang mga sigalot sa pamamagitan po ng diplomasya at kung kinakailangan, talk and talk and talk until we die. Pero sa tingin ko po, delikadong ginagawa ngayon ng Marcos Jr. dahil sa kanyang paningin po, talagang gusto niyang magkagulo na. Nang gayon, magkaroon ng dahilan ng Amerikano na gumamit din ng dahas dahil nga po doon sa tinatawag ng Mutual Defense Treaty, bagamat ang mga Amerikano yung nagsalita na sa tingin nila ang Mutual Defense Treaty ay hindi po umiiral pagdating sa mga pinag-aagawang isla na sa tingin ng mga Amerikano ay walang legal na basihan po ang Pilipinas. Yun lang po.
A brief addition. As a way of moving forward, I think the more prudent approach is for the government of the Philippines and China, as what Attorney Roque pointed out, to keep on discussing diplomatic means to diffuse and de-escalate the tension. Sure, there's no debate. We will not debate on it now, tomorrow, or any other day. The President of the Philippines is the chief architect of our foreign policy. Agree, kanya lang yan. That's his. But when you're dragging the entire population, when you're dragging the entire nation to the brink of war, we, the ordinary Filipinos, have the right to speak up against that wrong, terribly wrong policy. So, it is not a cowardice to resort to a more diplomatic means of diffusing and de-escalating the tension. With all humility, it's not cowardice. But just like Japan, the Constitution of Japan, a pacifist constitution, it's not being defeatist, but having a pacifist character. Again, war is not an option. We should engage them continuously and rediscover the art of diplomacy.
May I add? So, the President of the Philippines, the sitting President right now, is bringing the Philippines to war, but it's not just the Philippines, but the entire region. So, he is bringing war to this part of the world. So this is why history has taught us that the voice of ordinary citizens like us matter. This is what happened in the Vietnam War. No, when the U.S. citizens themselves opposed the war of the U.S. in Vietnam, and this is how Vietnam won the war. So I really love the question that you gave us, because then we realized, we recognize that there are these borders between us is an illusion. Really, we are one world and we are one region, and that we really should join forces so that we may give peace that chance. So we hope to work with you. Thank you very much.
They say that thank you very much, and they learn a lot of things which is not being read on internet or anything, and this is a very good chance for them to know the truth.
僕がね、若い時に、
when I was young,
テレビの映像で、秋野さんがね、殺された。
I saw the time when the former President Aquino was shot in the airplane.
秋野ファーザー、
Yeah,
エアポートでシャッツ、ね、
Yeah.
非常によく覚えてます。でね、マルコスファーザー、マルコスの父の政権からね、
Yeah.
軍事政権から、それが倒れて民主化されていくということをね、非常に期待を持って見た覚えがあります。
He really what you call this in her mind, in his mind, the situation that happened about the beating the Aquino, yeah, assassination. Mami, ikaw na kaya? Yeah, yeah, and yeah.
それでね、父ファーザー・マルコスと
Ferdinand Marcos and Junior and the son.
ディフェレント違うのかなと。ね。
Oh, he thought that it was different. The father and the son will be
今
different.
のマルコス・ジュニアプレゼントね、プレゼント・ジュニアはデモクラシー、
デモクラシー
きちんとやるのかどうかと、ね、僕らよく知らないわけです。日本の中にいるとね。でも、ですから知らない。
He thought that our president will become the president. It will be a better country because he believed that the son and the father is different.
父と子は違うと
Yeah.
いうふうに多くの日本人は思ってる。僕もよくわからない。
Even in Japan, that's what the Japanese people thought about when the Bongbong Marcos go for the president candidacy.
でも今日のお話を聞いてね、どうも違うようだと。
But listening to the words and today,
父とジュニア・マルコスはね、やっぱり同じような性的な、
yeah, he said that it's like father, like son.
ね、そういうことを聞いてとてもですね、フィリピンのデモクラシーが心配になりました。
And he is very worried about the democracy of our country.
ぜひ皆さんね、頑張って
It's
立場を持って
like father, like son.
ね、そういうことを聞いてとてもですね、フィリピンのデモクラシーが心配になりました。
And he is very worried about the democracy of our country.
ぜひ皆さんね、頑張って。
Panalo na siya pero bago siya manumpa, sinabi rin niya na ang China ang pinaka-importanting kaalyado ng Pilipinas dahil nais po nating makinabang doon sa bagong yaman ng China. Pero nabago nga po ang kanyang lengguwahe matapos siya makapunta sa New York at ang tingin ko po kasi dahil nagkaroon nga ng negosasyon sa panig ng Marcos Jr. at ng State Department tungkol sa kanyang mga tagong yaman, tagong nakaw na yaman sa Amerika.
Tell the Japanese people that we ourselves, like Para po kina Attorney Roque at Attorney Rodriguez. So kami po na mga nandito po sa Japan, kasama po ang mga Pilipino sa Pilipinas, hindi po, ay nakikita po namin na hindi po ipinapakita sa media, sa national television, lahat po na totoong mangyayari sa Pilipinas. Kaya po nagpapasalamat po kami ngayong araw.